Right, so Liam, a really tough game this week, coming up against London Broncos with the journey down there. How are you looking to cope with that journey? Because it's nothing like we do in the league usually.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pitfall really. They get quite a lot of good results at home. Like we lost them last year, and I think they did the year before as well. I wasn't in that, but yeah, it's a bit of a pitfall. It's a hard one to get the journey right, get everyone switched on the bus, and make sure we can get the result. Really, it's a bit of a tough one, but I think all boys are looking forward to it.
You mentioned there the result last year. Is that something that you're looking to put wrong? Because we've lost there, I think, the last 2 or 3 seasons, that we really need to get a win after the performance that we put in against St Helens 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
I think we need to bounce back, and especially this late on in the season as well, looking on towards the semi-final and possibly the grand final after that. It's about building momentum now. We need a result. I mean, it's not going to really change much in terms of the top 3, top 4 at this point, but I think we need it as a momentum result to try build just build something looking at the semi-final.
And do you think the performance against St Helens, of course, you all weren't very happy with that as a general performance. How have you guys been working during the last 2 weeks to really, get yourselves right for this game on Sunday?
I think Saints were tough because none of us played how we wanted to play, but we've had a long time to think about it. So that's a lot of time for frustration to build up, and a lot of time for people to think about what their role is and what they're going to do right. And I hope we just take that out on London and really put a score on them.
And obviously, after this, we've only got 1 game left in the regular season.
Yeah.
Is your mind set on the playoffs yet, or are you still sort of keeping grounded on the next few games?
I think it's a bit of a trap to look too far into the future. I think maybe that's something we were guilty of going into the Saints game, maybe looking at what that result would mean going into the semi-final, with the home semi-final for grabs. But I think we need to stay grounded and just keep 1 game at a time, and maybe after that whole game then we can start to look at what we're going to do in the semi-final. But until then, we need to just keep 1 week at a time, really.
Do you think the result that we had against the Broncos up here at Stanley, do you think that had an impact on how someone like yourself, who plays also in the outside backs as well as sometimes in the forwards, give you real sort of a positive impact looking at how you and Stephen scored tries, Sam Walters, in that game?
I think it's completely different going all the way down there though, if you look at their results, they get a lot of good results at home just because the journey really takes it out of teams. It's really a hard one to manage. So I think we can take positives from that game, but at the same time, we can't look at that game and think that this game would be easy or a walkover, because I think it'll be a really tough game given the circumstances.
And do you think, and it's another curtain raiser game, do you think that that'll have more pressure on it like the Saints game did, and maybe the Widnes game before that when we played up at Emerald Headingley? I
don't know about pressure. I think I know that all the lads enjoy those curtain raiser games. I think they're really good, a really good experience. If it adds a bit more pressure, I think all the boys have got to get used to that at some point if they wanted to progress and kick on.